Adjust your hearing aids. Tottenham Hotspur remain the leaders heading into this week's action in the Premier League, but will they still be there at the end of the matches? We're going to take a little look next. Today we're taking a look at match number 9, of course, in the Premier League, with Tottenham leading the bloody charge. Who'd have thunk that? And we'll get to all that in just a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, make all things Premier League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all hear, boys, under one Rooski. Of course, there is a small technicality there. Of course, Arsenal are level on points with Spurs. It's just goal difference that have the white half of North London top in the table. But will they still be there at the end of the week? Of course, we'll take a look at it, all of it, in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. And if, of course, you are new, and of course, like Premier League content, Premier League predictions, make sure you like this video. And of course, subscribe. A whopping 78% of the viewers of this channel are not subscribed. We've got to get that figured out, guys. Let's feed the algorithm, and let's get this figured out, of course. Anyway, let's recap what went on pre-international break over in the Premier League. So here we go. These are the results, of course. As you can see, Spurs with a squeaky 1-0 win over Luton Town. I went with a 3-0 win myself. Burnley got spanked by Chelsea. Love to see it. 4-1 win for them. 2-1 win in my eyes. Everton with a big 2-0 win. A 3-0 win over Bournemouth. I went with a 2-0 win on that one. Oh, I'm looking pretty good here. We got Fulham with a 3-1 win over Sheffield. I got the one bang on the nose. Manchester United with a 2-1 win over Brentford. I went with a 4-1 win. Palace and Forest duked out to a 0-0 draw. Brighton with a 2-2 draw against Liverpool. I went with a 3-1 win myself. West Ham and Newcastle 2-2 in the end. Villa and Wolves and Villa 1-1. And of course, Arsenal 1-0 win over City. I did okay. I was actually tailed off towards the end there. But of course, this is the table as we see it. Spurs are top, Arsenal are second, and then City and then Liverpool. And going down, Burnley, Bournemouth and Sheffield United. Let's have it. Let's make it be. Make it so. Anyway, of course, we do have a live action Super Brew. This is the link, /EPL 23-24. But who is flexing the muscles at the top of the Super Brew? Well, let's have a little bloody look at it then, shall we? Let's hop on over. Come on. I don't think I'm doing that well myself. So anyway, let's get into it and have a little look. Of course, Zandos tops the charts with 14.5 this past round. Jumbo 25-39, also in second spot with Kevin, Blue Orbit, and Raymond Revington also kicking ass and taking it. I did all right, 11.5 there, points there, so not too shabby. So close to being in the bronze medal position. If you see your name in there, guys, make sure, of course, you smash the likey, smash the subscribe, of course, if you're new. But anyway, back to the table. Again, see your name, smash the like. See your name, smash the like. You know what to do. So well done to everybody taking part. Just keep on going, keep on predicting. And let's see where we are. But the overall leaderboard right here, right now, we do see Vinny Hong top charts up 3 spots to number 1. I am up, I'm miles away. So a lot of movers in the top 10 here. We have Kevin up 12 spots to number 9. Tayabi up 9 spots to number 10. So big movers there. I'm down here 45. I'm up 4 spots though. It's quite tight here. And of course, a good week will see you propel into maybe the top 25 if you can get a good rub of the green, of course. Russell Frost up 11 spots, 26, 1 on him. Jonathan, 40-09, up 10 spots to 29 as well. Jumbo up 10 spots to 33. Some big movers in there, some big movers the other way as well. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get into the mix of things and, of course, look forward to the next round of games, which are coming at you very, very soon. So let's get into it. Recap of the link, but let's go look at the games. These are the games, of course, coming at you this coming week. There's some bangers, including the Merseyside derby. That's right, Liverpool up against Everton. So let's get into it. Of course, starting with this one, though. Bournemouth up against Wolverhampton Wanderers coming at you at the Vitality, now, or Dean Court, whatever they call it. Played each other 8 times in 2014, 3 wins apiece and 2 draws. Biggest win for Bournemouth, a 1-0 win. Scored 7 goals in those 8 matches, 0.88 goals a game. Up against Wolves, their biggest win, 2-0 win, scoring 8 goals in those 8 matches, 1 goal a game as well. 33% form for Wolves right now, just 1 defeat past 4. 14 for the table with 8 points on the board. Up against Bournemouth, who are 19th with 3 points on the board, just the 1 win in 6. It is, of course, the Gary O'Neill derby. Last time around, though, in Bournemouth, it was a 0-0 draw back in August 2022. The odds for this game, though, of course, 30-10 is your Bournemouth, 23-10 is the draw, 2-1 is your away win. Of course, O'Neill will want to get the wool over these guys' eyes. But I don't think it's going to be that easy. You're going to go with a point to the bag here. But, of course, getting away with something on the road is always favourable than losing. Kicking on forward, though, is Villa against West Ham. It's the battle of some claret. That's right, coming at you on Sunday, October the 22nd. Now, these two sides have played each other 49 times. Since 1993, we've got 13 wins for Villa. We've got 15 wins for West Ham. We've got 21 draws, of course. Biggest win for Villa, 3-0 win, scoring 53 goals in 49 matches, 1.08 goals a game. Up against the Hammers, their biggest win, 4-0 win, of course, scoring 56 goals in 49 matches, 1.14 goals a game. The Hammers just one defeat last 6, 75% form for them right now, 7th in the table, 14 points on the board. Up against Villa, of course, one defeat past 5, 58% form for them right now. They are 5th with, of course, 16 points on the board right now. Last time round at Villa Park was a 1-0 win for West Ham back in August. On my birthday, 2022, West Ham unbeaten against Villa over the last 6, picking up 5 wins and just the 1 draw as well. The odds right here right now, we've got Villa 11-10 on for the victory, 13-5 is the draw, 14-5 is your away wins. On Sunday, all eyes on this one as well, going with a 2-1 win for Villa, of course, and a busy week ahead with both sides in Europe. I think that's coming at you as well. Brentford up against Burnley, of course, coming at you down in London way. Of course, we're looking forward to this one. Over at the Community Stadium, played to the 5 times in 2003, we've got 1 win for Brentford, 4 for Burnley, no draws, of course. Biggest win for Brentford, 2-0 win, scoring 4 goals in the 5 matches, 0.8 goals a game. Burnley on the flip side, 3-0 win, scoring 10 goals in 5 matches, 2 goals a game on average. The Dingles, the 6-fingered freaks, the whatever they are, the turd hairs. 2 wins the last 6, 42% form for them right now. They're 18th for the table with 4 points on the board. Up against Brentford, we're on 17% form for them right now. Without a win in 6, 15th for the table with 7 points on the board. Up against, last round at Brentford was a 2-0 win for Brentford back in March 2022. But the odds here for this one, 4-3 on is your Brentford, 7-2 is your Burnley, 13-5 is the draw. 2-0 win for me for this one for the hosts. 3 points in the bag. Of course, Burnley with nothing. Next up we have Chelsea against Arsenal, bit of a zinger as well on Saturday. Is this the latest kickoff, or is it? It's not the late kickoff. It's the middle game, early evening kickoff. Played each other 80 times in 1993. We've got 27 wins for Chelsea, 33 wins for Arsenal, 20 draws. Of course, biggest win for Chelsea, 6-0 win, scoring 116 goals in 18 matches, 1.45 goals a game. Up against Arsenal, their biggest win, 4-0 win, scoring 120 goals in 18 matches, 1.50 goals a game. Chelsea 5 unbeaten. What we're looking at? 1 defeat the last 6, 75% form for them right now. 2 second in the table with 20 points on the board. Up against Chelsea, 3 wins on the bounce, 58% form for them right now, up to 11th with 11 points on the board right now. Last round at Stamford Bridge, it was a 1-0 win for Arsenal back in November 2022. Arsenal winning 3 on the bounce, including 4 if you want to include the Florida Cup. So they've won 3 on the bounce of Arsenal. Done pretty good against Chelsea in recent times. 21-10 is your Chelsea. We have 23-10 as the draw. 13-10 is your away win. Gonna go tight on this one. 2-1 win. Chelsea taking the points. Arsenal taking an L. Not good for them if in their dreams for the Premier League title. Next up, we have the Merseyside derby. That's, of course, coming out to the early game on October the 21st. That's a Saturday. Played each other 65 times in 1993. We've got 29 wins for Liverpool, 10 wins for Everton, 26 draws, of course. Biggest win for, of course, Liverpool was a 4-0 win, scoring 91 goals in 65 games, 1.40 goals a game. Everton, under Dyche, of course, his first derby, I believe, against Liverpool. 3-0 win, their biggest, 55 goals scored in 65 games, 0.85 goals a game. The Toffees, just the 1 defeat the past 4 for them, 3 wins and 4 games. 60 for the day was 7 points on the board. Up against Liverpool, just the 1 defeat the past 6, 75% form for them. They are 4th with 17 points on the board right now. Last round at Anfield, 2-0 win it was for Liverpool, of course. 3 on the unbeaten in the last 4 against them, just the 1 goal conceded in the last 4 as well. The odds here, we have Liverpool 10-3 on for the victory, 92 is the draw. 8-1 is your away win here. We're going to go with Liverpool, going to go convincingly, 3-0 win. Everton still not out of the doldrums, still will get sucked back into it in this one. Next up, of course, we have City up against Brighton, of course. They're over at the Etihad. Now, these two sides have played each other 14 times, 2008. We've got 11 wins for City. We've got 2 wins for Brighton. We've got 1 draw, of course. Biggest win for Man City, 5-0 win. Scoring 40 goals in 14 matches, 2.86 goals a game. Up against Brighton under De Zerbi. Biggest win for them, 7-5. Scoring 15 goals in 14 matches, 1.07 goals a game. The biggest win for the recent form for Brighton is not great. 1 win in 6, 33% form for them right now. 6th in the table, though. 16 points on the board. Up against City, though, also on pretty shitty form. 50% form for them right now. 1-3 and lost 3. Just the 1 win in 4 now, 3rd in the table, 18 points on the board. Of course, last round at the Etihad, 3-1 win it was for City back in October 2022. The odds for this one, though, we have City coming out to 11-4 on for the victory, 92 draw, 6-1 is your long shots. Of course, there's your Brighton. We're going to go home win here, go convincingly, and of course, maybe even taking over the top spot, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Kicking on forward, we do have Newcastle against Crystal Palace over at St James's Park. Now, these two sides have played 28 times since 1994. We got 15 wins for the Geordies, 5 wins for Crystal Palace, and 8 draws. Biggest win for Geordies, 3-0 win, scoring 37 goals in 28 matches, 1.32 goals a game. Up against Palace, their biggest win, 5-1 win, scored 24 goals in 28 matches, 0.86 goals a game. Palace under Roy, 9th at the table, 12 points on the board. 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Up against Newcastle under Eddie Howe, 8th in the table, 13 points on the board. Of course, unbeaten in the last 6 games. Of course, last round at St James's Park in the league. It was a 0-0 draw back in September 2022. But the odds right here, right now, we have Newcastle 29 on for the victory. 65 is the draw. 6-1 is your long shots. That's Palace. Going to go with another heavy win. 3-0 win. the Geordies making the move into the big time. Forest up against Luton Town. Of course, good chance for the Hatters to get some more points. Played 11 times in 1983. We've got 5 wins for Forest, 4 wins for Luton, 2 draws. Of course, biggest win for Forest, 3-1 win, scoring 12 goals in 11 matches, 1.09 goals a game. Up against Luton under Edwards, biggest win for them, 1-0 win, scoring 9 goals in 11 matches, 0.82 goals a game. Just 1 win in 6 now for Luton, 17th for the table, 4 points on the board. Up against Forest under Cooper, 1 win in 6 for them, 42% form for them, 13th for the table, and 9 points on the board. Last time around, over at the City Ground, it was a 0-0 draw back in November 2021. That was in the Championship. Luton are unbeaten against Forest over the last 4. Haven't conceded a goal against them in the last 3. The odds here, 13-8 on is your Forest, 13-5 is the draw, 92 is your away win. Going to go with a narrow 2-1 win for Forest, but Luton can win this game, and of course it'll be one to watch. Meanwhile, Sheffield United up against Manchester United, of course, at Bramall Lane, coming at you the really late kickoff at Sheffield. Played 9 times in 1993. We've got 1 win for Sheffield United, 7 wins for United, and 1 draw. Of course, biggest win for the Blades was their only one, a 2-1 win, scored 8 goals in 9 games, 0.89 goals a game. Up against United, 3-0 win for them, their biggest, 21 goals scored in 9 games, 2.33 goals a game. Ten Hag's boys, 3 wins the last 6, 10th for the table with 12 points on the board. Up against Sheffield United, 4 defeats on the board, 8% form for them right now, rock bottom of the Prem de la Prem. Last time around at Bramall Lane, 3-2 win it was for Manchester United. That was back in December 2020. However, the last time that these two sides played was at Old Trafford, and Sheffield United with the victory. Goodness gracious me. But the odds right here right now, we got Sheffield United 11-2 for the victory, 50-4 is the draw, and we've got 5-2 on, of course, is your Manchester United. Going to go with a 3-0 win for United. They might be under a bit of pressure from the fans and, of course, their ownership and all that kind of mess going on, but, of course, they'll deliver on the pitch this time around. Meanwhile, Spurs against Fulham, of course, on Monday night. London affair, of course, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Played 38 times in 2001. We've got 21 wins for Tottenham, 9 wins for Fulham, 8 draws, of course. Biggest win for Tottenham, 5-1 win, scoring 65 goals in 38 games, 1.71 goals a game. Fulham, on the flip side, their biggest win, 4-0 win, scoring 39 goals in 38 matches, 1.03 goals a game. Fulham, just 1 defeat past 5 for them, 58% form for them, 12th in the table with 11 points on the board. Spurs are top with 20 points on the board, unbeaten in the last 5 games, winning 4 out of the last 5. Last time around at Tottenham's Fancy Pants Stadium, it was a 2-1 win for Tottenham back in September 2022. These two sides have already played this season. It was in the EFL Cup. Fulham coming out on top on pens. 2-1 on is your Spurs here, 7-2 is draw, 90-4 is your away win here. Go with 3-0 win again under the cameras, under the lights, and a big win for them. That, which of course should keep Tottenham top of the table. That's of course my picks right here, right now, and as you can see it's all in there. And my banker for the week should be it's a tough one. United, Manchester United's win against Sheffield United. That's my banker if I'm going to do one. This is what the table will look like. It'll still be Spurs, but City will be into second spot right now. Liverpool in third, Arsenal down to fourth. Villa remain in the mix in fifth. Of course, going down, Bournemouth, Burnley, and Sheffield United again. Let's keep it like that. And of course, don't forget the link to the Super Brew EPL 2324. It's all in the description, all there down below. And again, make sure you like, and subscribe. A whopping 78% of you are not subscribed. So let's get those numbers up a little bit. And of course, we'll be back for the next round of games, which ain't too far away. But until then, we're done.